and the legacy of Muhammadu Buhari by Senator Abu Ibrahim. Like for most Ghanaians, Nigeria is a home from home for me, and I'm always very happy to be here. There's a reason why I think it is appropriate for me to participate in this book launch. The date was the 31st of March 2015, when the news of the election of a candidate as president of Nigeria from a party other than the People's Democratic Party, PDP, which had been in office in Abuja since the inauguration of Nigeria's Third Republic, that is for 16 years, sent shockwaves across the world. The significance of this historic event dawned on me as I was at the time sitting in my campaign office in Accra, preparing also for my third tilt at the presidency of Ghana, having lost two previous presidential elections in 2008 and 2012. The similarities in our political histories were compelling. I told myself, if President-elect Buhari, my contemporary who was just a year older than me, had made three previous unsuccessful attempts at the presidency, could win, then I too could make it. Indeed, President Buhari's victory in that election of 2015 was a major rallying point for my party, the New Patriotic Party, MPP, and myself. And so it was that I also won the election of 2016, with as dramatic a victory in Ghana as Muhammadu Buhari engineered in Nigeria in 2015. In both our cases, defeating for the first time in our respective national histories incumbent presidents seeking re-election. It meant that at the time of my swearing in January 2017, the two largest economies of West Africa were being governed by septuagenarians who had striven mightily for long to ascend to the presidency and had both then been tasked to try to change the courses of their respective countries. Inevitably, the first and only president I visited as president-elect was President Muhammadu Buhari. Excellencies, I do not know which of our languages it is that has this saying, but I've heard it said that somewhere in West Africa, they're saying that every time an elder dies, a library burns with him. You do not need to know or understand whichever of our languages this saying originated from to understand exactly what is meant. I believe we're saying that every time an elder dies, some amount of stored knowledge disappears with him. Undoubtedly, one of Africa's most revered leaders has been Nelson Mandela, who was blessed with a long life. He passed on in 2013 at the ripe age of 95. There will continue to be moments when we will all wonder what he would have said or done if he was still around. But I dare say when he died, the library did not burn with him. While he was still alive, a lot was written about him that survives. And modern technology means that we have audio and video recordings of him that survive. He himself wrote, and his books are available to enable us to have his perspective, even though he's no longer with us. There might be disagreements on how his words and actions are interpreted and analyzed, but there will be no dispute on what he said and where he said it, and for those to whom these aspects are important, how he was dressed on a particular day. There's no danger of the Mandela story being told only from the perspective of those who do not like him. Likewise, through the launch of today's biographies, the story of President Muhammadu Buhari, the man who made such a great effort to change Nigeria for good, is being told by those who've had the opportunity to see for themselves at first hand from the beginning of his mandate as a democratically elected president to his last days in office, the highs and lows of his tenure thus far. In what I have read and know, the life of Muhammadu Buhari has been truly an amazing story. The work that President Buhari has done in helping to diversify Nigerian agriculture and thereby enhancing significantly agricultural productivity, reviving the economy, and ensuring consistently fast rates of growth. These developments for me have vindicated the choice of Nigerians, which I believe enabled continuity in office for the APC through President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You can imagine the excitement in the ranks of the MPP with the victory of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu about the prospects of a third-term agenda for the MPP, what we in the MPP call breaking the eight. By the same token, the efforts President Buhari has made to defeat the scourge of Boko Haram, a process which is still ongoing, are also testimony of his determination to establish full normalcy and security in Nigeria. His tentacles extended beyond Nigeria. Chairperson of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of ECOWAS, Chairperson of the Gulf of Guinea Commission, ECOWAS Chairman in the coordination of the fight against COVID-19, among several others. And in all of these, he has spared no effort in ensuring the successful execution of the objectives of his office. As leaders, we all have our high and low moments, but I have no doubt that prosperity will be kind to Muhammadu Buhari. President Buhari, we will miss you. West Africa, Africa, and indeed, the world will miss your leadership. The leadership of the military ruler turned consummate Democrat who was extremely solicitous of Nigeria and Africa's interests and who sought for principle in all decisions in which he took. I'm yet to have a book written about me, let alone author one myself. I have some 19 months to leave office, and I guess I have to take a cue from my senior and hope that books will be written about me. I congratulate the Englishman Anthony Goldman and the Nigerian Senator Abu Ibrahim for their industry and scholarship. And to the many other authors, poets, and playwrights, my message today is simple. Tell the African story truthfully and with flair. Give praise where it has been earned and criticism where it is deserved. When the integrity of the writer is compromised, the library is well and truly burnt. I count on you to keep alive the libraries in your various communities, for that is indeed part of the urgent agenda for Africa's destiny. I thank you for your attention.